Hi, welcome to Parametric House. In this Grasshopper tutorial, I want to show you how you can extract a series of UV curves from a surface with a really simple technique. As you can see here, we're going to define a toggle and switch between the UV direction and also change the number of divisions we want on that surface. You can also give a curve to that. As you can see here, this is a polyline. So for example, if I just have a rectangle, I can set this to here and define which direction I want to extract the lines and the number of divisions. So this simple lesson will help you to understand how to produce UV curves, why we define UV instead of XYZ, and how to extract that from a surface or from a polyline. Okay, let's get started from scratch. Okay, assume that we have a surface here, so I'm going to just draw a surface and rebuild it. I usually use this rebuild to increase the UV count and then use the soft edit surface to deform it, so I have a free-form surface. That means that I can use this for any surface. If you want to use that maybe for a facade, I can just rotate this in the Z direction, move that a little bit up on the 0 and scale this also. Okay, assume that we have this surface in the XZ plane. I'm going to bring that into Grasshopper, so let's just go to the Parameters menu, Geometry, Surface, right click and set this to the surface. We can also internalize this. If we don't need the Rhino geometry, delete it, and we will have that in Grasshopper. The next step is how can we extract the UV curve. So in the curve menu, in the spline, we have this isocurve component. If I give this to the surface and reparameterize it, we have to give a UV coordinate to extract the UV isocurve. If I connect an MD slider, which is a really simple tool to have a fast UV point, you can see that I can extract any UV from this surface. This is the U direction and this is the V direction. So that MD slider is a really fast thing. But because we want a series of that, a UV point is actually it's an XY. If we have a XYZ coordinate in the space, which is like X, Y, and Z, we have also U, V, and W if it's like has a thickness, for example, which is like a curved coordinate. So if we have an XYZ, we have also a UV W. Whenever you see this in Grasshopper, that means it's a coordinate which is on a curve axis. Because this is a surface, we don't have a W. If it is only a curve, instead of a U, it's called T. So remember that in Grasshopper. After defining that, if we reparameterize the surface, which is making the U and the V between 0 and 1, we can control how we can extract that. So what I wanted to do here